Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. DTC P00FE indicates a fuel vapor emission system vent line blockage, impacting the vehicle's fuel system. The EVAP, Evaporative Emission Control System, has components designed to prevent fuel vapors from escaping into the atmosphere. The vent line is a critical part of this system. It connects the fuel tank to the EVAP canister, allowing for proper venting. When the vent line is blocked, the vehicle may exhibit issues related to fuel emissions, affecting performance and compliance with emission standards. It is essential to address this DTC promptly to ensure the vehicle operates efficiently and adheres to environmental regulations. This presentation will outline a troubleshooting procedure for the P00FE code, ensuring accurate diagnosis and repair. DTC P00FE signifies a blockage in the EVAP vent line, which is crucial for allowing fuel vapors to vent properly from the fuel tank. The components involved include the fuel tank unit and the EVAP canister, which are responsible for containing and managing fuel vapors. The vent line connects these two components, allowing them to communicate effectively. Its primary role is to ensure that any excess pressure in the fuel tank is safely diverted to the EVAP canister. If this line is blocked, it can lead to pressure buildup, which may trigger check engine lights or lead to decreased fuel efficiency. Locationally, the fuel vent tube is situated between the fuel tank, located under the rear section of the vehicle, and the EVAP canister, typically found near the rear suspension area, making it accessible for inspection. The potential causes of DTC P00FE include deformation of the vent tube, excessive bends, or foreign objects that obstruct airflow. A deformed vent tube can limit its ability to function as intended, causing pressure fluctuations within the system. Similarly, if the tube has excessive bends, it may create restrictions that hinder airflow, resulting in a blockage. A foreign object could be anything from dirt to a broken piece of plastic that inadvertently entered the vent line during an inspection or repair process. These issues can lead to significant performance problems, including fuel delivery issues, poor engine performance, and increased emissions. Understanding these causes aids in honing in on the exact repair needed to resolve the blockage effectively. Diagnosing issues related to DTC P00FE can often be identified through several symptoms. The most immediate indication is the illumination of the check engine light, alerting the driver to a problem within the fuel emission system. Additionally, blocked vent lines may lead to poor fuel efficiency as the engine struggles to achieve optimal performance due to pressure inconsistencies. Drivers may also notice fuel vapor odors, particularly during refueling or when the vehicle is parked, suggesting that fuel vapors cannot vent appropriately. These symptoms underscore the importance of prompt repair to prevent further complications with the fuel system or emissions compliance, impacting overall vehicle reliability. The first troubleshooting step for addressing DTC P00FE is to conduct a visual check of the fuel vent tube. Begin by ensuring the vehicle is turned off and in the lock mode for safety. Next, disconnect the fuel vent tube from the fuel tank unit and the EVAP canister. This allows you to attach the vacuum pump and gauge directly to the fuel vent tube. As you apply vacuum to the tube, observe whether it holds the vacuum or not. If the tube successfully retains the vacuum, this indicates that there may not be a blockage present, and further investigation might be necessary at the next steps. However, if the tube does not hold vacuum, which suggests a blockage, proceed to remove the fuel tank and inspect the vent tube physically for deformities, bends, or foreign object obstructions, and repair or replace it as needed. The second step in troubleshooting DTC P00FE is to verify the functionality of the EVAP canister. Start by connecting a hose to the fuel vent tube port on the EVAP canister. Then, attach the vacuum pump and gauge to this hose, ensuring you are set to turn the vehicle to the on mode to power the system. It's crucial to apply a specific amount of vacuum to the hose, precisely 1.3 kilopascal, which equals 0.4 inches or 10 millimeters of hexagon. Be mindful not to exceed this vacuum level, as doing so could risk damaging the fuel tank pressure (FTP) sensor, which monitors pressure within the tank. After applying the vacuum, check the FTP sensor readings through the HDS Honda Diagnostics system. If the sensor values change, this indicates that the canister is likely functioning poorly and may require replacement. If there is no change in the readings, it suggests that the issue may lie with the EVAP canister itself, leading to its replacement for proper system function. Upon completing the necessary repairs for DTC P00FE, it is critical to conduct a final verification of the repairs made. Begin by re-inspecting all the components involved, specifically focusing on the vent line and EVAP canister, to ensure they've been correctly installed and are functioning properly. Once you confirm that no visual issues remain, clear the diagnostic trouble code from the vehicle's onboard computer system using the HDS to reset the system. Following this, it's imperative to take the vehicle for a test drive under different driving conditions, monitoring for any re-illumination of the check engine light or abnormal behavior. This test drive helps to verify that the repairs were effective and that the vehicle is operating as intended. If the check engine light persists after these steps, a more thorough inspection may be necessary to identify and address any remaining issues. Preventive maintenance is essential to avoid issues like DTC P00FE in the future. Regular inspections of the EVAP system components, including the fuel vent tube and canister, can help identify any potential problems before they escalate into serious issues. Additionally, it's prudent to keep the area around these components free of debris, as foreign objects can inadvertently block vents and hoses, causing performance problems. Maintaining a proper fuel level is also crucial. Consistently running a vehicle close to empty can introduce air into the fuel system, increasing the risk of vapor line issues. By implementing these preventive measures, you not only ensure optimal performance, but also extend the longevity of your vehicle's emission system while adhering to environmental regulations. In conclusion, DTC P00FE highlights a significant issue regarding evaporative emission system vent line blockage, which can lead to adverse effects on vehicle operation and environmental compliance. The troubleshooting process involves a visual inspection of the fuel vent tube and functional testing of both the vent line and the EVAP canister using a vacuum pump and gauge. Understanding potential causes and symptoms allows for effective diagnosis and timely repairs. It remains paramount to engage in regular maintenance checks on the EVAP system to prevent recurring issues and ensure optimal vehicle performance. By following systematic troubleshooting steps and preventive strategies, drivers can maintain a healthy emission system while reducing the risk of costly repairs in the future. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.